What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great day today. Today I'm here to give you the update you've all been waiting for. I'm gonna give you the full walk around of my 2022 Nissan Frontier on the Titan swap after being on the rough country 6-inch drop bracket kit. Let's get into it. So here she is, after a long awaited time, finally running a Titan swap on the Nissan Frontier. You know, I'm probably the only person I know of that has ran a 2.5-inch spacer lift. I've ran a 6-inch lift, and I've run a 4.5-inch Titan swap kit on the Nissan Frontier. I have experience in all of them, and I'm gonna give you my thoughts and opinions so far on this one. But let me show you exactly what we did for this Titan swap. So, right off the bat, I measured down below. So if you guys remember before, the drop bracket hung down quite a bit. So that only got us about 12 inches of ground clearance from where the drop bracket was down to the ground. Now we're sitting at about 16 inches of ground clearance. So much wider, we're 2 inches lower, but we have a lot more clearance. So up front, we've got Dobinson's IMS at the 220 spring rate for the shocks and the coils. We've run in obviously Titan swap CV axles, Titan swap tie rods. These are SPC lower lockout bolts, cam bolts, and we're doing a factory lower control arm. Something you want to keep in mind that I didn't know: if you're going from a drop bracket kit to a Titan swap, the cam bolts you get for the Titan swap, the cam bolts you get for the drop bracket will not fit the factory holes for a factory lower control arm. So if you're going from a Titan swap, if you're going from a drop bracket to a Titan swap, make sure you get new cam bolts because the ones you have in your truck now, if you have running the 6-inch lift, they won't fit. Because I didn't know that, and the guy that was putting the lift on had to go get some. So anyway, a little piece of advice. So here's the side angle. We are running, I forgot to tell you about the uppers. Well, we're running RSO upper control arms. I have zero experience with these. They're okay. I might switch them out later, I don't know. But for right now, they're doing the trick, and it got us back on the road pretty quick. In the rear, we're running a 2.5-inch or 2-inch shackle from Z1 and a 1-inch spacer. I need to get something else for the rear. I think I might go with a full Dobinson's leaf pack for the rear, just to give it up a little, give it another inch or so. It really help level it out, give it a little bit more flex, and just kind of complete the whole package. Let's see what else. I do need to get some spacers for the side. You can see the front wheels stick out about 2 inches further. I'm probably going to get like an 1.5 inch spacer just to kind of help even those out a little bit. But other than that, she is looking really, really good. So far, I've had this truck for about 24 hours now. I've taken it really just on highway driving, and so far I can definitely tell a difference in the shocks. Going over a couple potholes and like whoops in the road, it soaks those up so much more than the rough country once did. Big shocker there, right? So I'm excited to get this off-road tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going off-road. We're doing a whole day out in Citrus, and we're gonna really put it to the test and see what it can do. So let's talk about real quick things I'm gonna change. First, I might change the wheels. I'm not crazy about the offset of these wheels. I might go back to the factory 16-inch wheel. I'm not sure yet. Honestly, I don't want to spend the money on it. So if these tires give out, when these tires give out, I think instead of getting more tires for an 18-inch wheel, I'm gonna go back to the 16-inch and just run those. They do limit how much like upgrade you can do to your brakes, right? If it's a 16-inch rim. So that kind of sucks, but I don't know. I'm just not crazy about how far they poke out. I think I'd rather go back to the 16-inch wheel. But I'm gonna wait till these tires wear out because tires are expensive, and I don't want to buy new tires if I don't have to. So let's talk about what we got to trim on the truck, because we got to trim a little bit. Let me show you. All right, so here's the tires at full lock. You can see they don't rub. Back here, we got a little bit of room. And on the other side, they don't rub that much either, or at all. But they are super duper close, right? So obviously when these get fully tucked up in the wheel well, we're gonna have to trim some. So I'm thinking about trimming from about here down to there. And then on the back, I'll trim a little bit off of here and just tuck that in a little bit. Other than that, we should be good. I'm thinking like maybe an inch or two, maybe an inch all the way around the wheel. That'll be more than enough, even at full flex and full tuck. So other than that, that's not too bad. The back, once we get these mud flaps off, which ever since I got the truck, every time I take the wheel off, I always forget to take these off while I have the wheel off. But anyway, once we get those off, it won't be too bad. I'll probably cut just a little bit around here, just to give it a little bit more, because that's not a lot of room. So we'll see. But I'm gonna go out tomorrow. We'll go out tomorrow and we'll see how much it flexes, how much it tucks, and get a better idea of what exactly we have to cut. So what's up next for the truck? We're gonna do an M205 swap. If you guys have watched the channel for a little while, you know I recently got an M205 front diff. I'm gonna be re-gearing it, new bearings, new seals, and a locker are gonna be going in the truck here. So right now we're still running the R180 factory front diff, but when we put the M205, get all that together, we're gonna slip that in there, get some new M205 CVs, and when we put the locker in the front, we're gonna put a locker in the back too. After that locker's done, maybe we're gonna do like a inch body lift, maybe a 2-inch body lift. I haven't decided. It's really gonna come down to what I think is necessary. After I go out and wheel with it a couple times, I might know what we have to do. But I'm thinking maybe an inch or 2 body lift. Let me know down in the comments if you would suggest a little body lift on it. I mean, it's sitting pretty good right now, but if I did a 2-inch body lift on it, I wouldn't have to trim much at all, if anything. So, you know, that would save the fenders a little bit. But let me know down in the comments what you think. And let's talk real quick about what we had to put back. So if you guys don't know, when you have a rough country 6-inch drop bracket kit, the cross member up front you've got to cut. And there's a cross member kind of in the middle you have to cut. It's super small. It's maybe 9 inches long, 8 inches long. So we had to weld those two back on. Let me show you what we did. So here is the first one, weld it back on. I'll put in a picture right here to show you the process of that. But that one had to get welded back on, looks really good. The other one, we didn't weld back. We didn't put back at all, actually. Where is it? Let's see. Well, anyway, I don't see it, but anyway, the other one, the small bracket that we had to cut off to put the rough country kit on, it's small, it didn't really do anything, so, and the way he had cut it off originally was making for a real pain in the butt to weld it back on, so don't worry about it. But that's pretty much the full walk around of the truck. Like I said, I'm going out with it tomorrow for the first time going wheeling, so we'll see what it can do, what it's gonna rub, what we gotta cut, the little things we gotta fix. And as of right now, I'm pretty happy with it. It rides really good. I can't wait to feel it out on the trails. I did put my Duro bump stops back on the front lower control arms, so we still got those. And I mean, other than that, it's sitting really nice. I'm really happy with it. Almost everything I got here, except for the upper control arms, everything I got was from Z1 Off-Road. If you guys are looking to do any kind of modifications to your first, I don't know if they have first gen, but second gen, definitely third gen Nissan Frontier. They got Titan, Armada, Infinity. They got all kind of stuff. If you're looking to do any kind of modifications, head over to z1.com. Check out what they have to offer. And if you're not sure what you want, you can call them up, which is what I did. I called them up and I said, hey, I got this much money. I'm trying to do this. What are the options you have? Or what can you give me? And they gave me a couple options. So I do like the fact that you can go there, you can call them, and you can tell them what you want, and they'll give you a couple options based on your budget and what you want to do. So that's really cool. Also, don't forget, if you guys want to, head by the store, pick you up some merch. We got some cool sweaters, we got some hoodies, we got some shirts, we got some duffel bags, with all kind of stuff. If you want to help support the channel and you want something cool, head down there. I'll leave a link down in the description. Go by, get something cool, and help support us. Real quick, before I go, a lot of you asked me, why did I go from a drop bracket kit to a Titan swap? Well, let me tell you. So the main reason why I went with the drop bracket kit in the first place is because down here in Florida, right, we don't have any kind of articulation. The place is super flat. We don't need a lot of flex. All we need is to get out of the mud and out of the water. So I want water kept out of the doors. So a drop bracket kit really was the best option for it. And it was like half the price of a Titan swap. However, now I do a lot more wheeling. We do a lot more off in other places besides Florida, where you definitely need some more articulation, and a drop bracket kit is terrible for it. So this was the best option for what we want to do now. So this is what I went with. That's going to be it for now. If you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll check you later.